Hi everyone, this is Shubika Bilka, partner at EdPowerU, and together with India Today Aspire, as a part of our productivity series, we bring you this week's video on managing your recovery time. Because let's face it, in one way or another, COVID has challenged all of us outside of our comfort zone. And in an evolving world, setbacks and being thrown off our game and having to make do despite the circumstance we find ourselves in has almost become the new normal in our lives. And despite any training, experience, knowledge that we may have, I think most of us have found ourselves largely unprepared for the time we find ourselves in. And at some point, all of us have been grappling to stay afloat. Because what happens when we encounter setbacks or failures? That's when all of those negative beliefs, those negative thought patterns start coming up within us, and they become narratives that we start telling ourselves. And if we're not careful to manage them appropriately, they can push us down further and further. And as a leadership and performance coach, I see this quite a bit in my clients at this time, and sometimes even in myself. So then how do you bounce back? And how do you move forward despite all of these letdowns that are surrounding us at this time? If we draw a parallel to sports and we look at star sports players, it isn't necessarily their strength, their agility, their training, their thirst, their motivation, their desire to win that always sees them through. But it's often, and more often than not, their mindset, and more importantly, their ability to recover quickly from setback that sets them apart. Because they know very well that if they dwell on their mistakes or on things that are not working out for them, a bad stroke, a bad shot, a bad day, they know that this little mistake or this little situation will result in a major setback that will result in them losing. So how can we take some of these lessons from sport and how do we apply it to our lives so that we can develop those recovery rituals and help ourselves as we encounter these setbacks on a daily, if not weekly, if not monthly basis during the time of COVID? A lot of the times what I tell my clients is you have to, while you're building these physical fitness skills, while we're building technical capabilities, strategizing and doing all of these things, how much focus are we really giving towards building that mental muscle and developing that mental fitness to enable us to bounce back in adversity? So take a moment and think about your own individual recovery ritual. It could be just taking a moment for yourself when things are not working out. It could be having a glass of water when you're caught in a situation that you weren't prepared for. It could even be just stepping out or having some sort of presence practice that you're doing to be able to allow yourself to quickly move forward at this time. Because remember, the speed at which you recover is the speed at which you will drive yourself to success. So let me know the recovery rituals that you can come up with in your life, and stay tuned for some more insights and tips next week. Thank you.